Chemistry YouTube channel, and in this video I'm going to discuss about integrated rate equations. In this integrated rate equation can be discussed for the zero order reaction, first order reaction, second order reaction, third order reaction, and even for the nth order reaction also. And here in this integrated rate equation we will discuss about its rate of the reaction, rate constant, and half life, and its graphs and units of the rate constant. We need to discuss in this particular integrated rate equation. Here we'll start with the zero order reaction. In this zero order reaction, consider a reaction that there is an A giving rise to the there is a product P, and the initial concentration of A, you can take it as this is in a small a is the initial concentration of A at a particular time. Initially at t equals to 0 time, initial concentration of A is a small a. And what about this product? Product is a 0 at a particular time t is equals to t time. So the concentration of A will be decreases, and concentration of the product will be increases. So consider that this is an axis, there is a change in the concentration, and simultaneously this is also you will get as a x, and the leftover concentration of the reactant you will get as that is in a minus x. Okay, so A minus x is a leftover concentration, and this is a x minus 0 means again you will get as a x. So for zero order reaction, we know that there is a rate is directly proportional to the this A minus x concentration power 0. Generally this rate we can write down as a dx by dt, and remove the proportionality, you will get a constant. That constant is a k0 I am taking. So this k0 is a rate constant for the zero order reaction, into this is a minus x whole power 0, anything power 0 equals to 1. So from this I can write this is in a dx by dt is equals to simply this is in a k naught. Okay, so the rate of the reaction for the zero order reaction is always it is equals to the its rate constant, right? So from this one we can write that the rate of the reaction for zero order reaction is always equals to the its rate constant. Okay, so if we'll take this dt in this side, I will get that this is in a dx is equals to this is a k naught into this is a dt, and integration on both sides with respect to 0 to t and 0 to x, and we will get this is in a ex is equals to this is a k naught into t. Okay, here rate constant k naught is equals to, I can write down this is a ex by t. So this is a simple one, and rate constant for zero order reaction k naught is equals to x by t, and here rate constant units also we can write down, and units of k naught, units of k naught. So this units of k naught is equals to we can write down here. So that is an x is this is a mole for liter, and t you can express in a time inverse. It may be a time, t is a time, so that the time it may be expressed in second, minute, or hour, even day and year also. So that I can write this is in a mole and liter inverse, and even this is in a time inverse is so units of rate constant, right? So if you plot a graph between this particular rate of the reaction and it's a concentration of A minus x, so you will get that there is a straight line where it is in a, you will take dx by dt on y axis, and here A minus x concentration is on x axis, and you will get that there is a straight line which is parallel to the x axis, right? So here graphs, here graphs. So this is the first graph, rate versus its A minus x concentration, and which you will get a straight line which is parallel to the A minus x concentration. Even from this one also I can write another graph is by taking the change in the concentration x is on y axis and time is on so x axis, you will get a straight line which is passing through the origin, and its a slope m is equals to this is a k naught, that is a zero order rate constant, right? So this is another graph. Okay, so now generally this k naught is equals to x by t, if you will take that initial concentration as in some reference books, and some people will take that initial concentration as a capital A naught, and at a particular time its a concentration change is a A. So at a t is equals to 0 time, there is an initial concentration of a reactant, they will take it as a A naught, and at a particular time t equals to t time, there is a concentration is they will take it as a capital A. Okay, so in some reference books you find that initial concentration as a naught, and there is an A is there is at a particular time its a concentration is a A. So if you write this x is nothing but generally it is a difference between that particular initial concentration and it's a change in the concentration, so that I can write this continuation. Okay, so if I will write this one as k naught is equals to, this is Ex, instead of Ex I can write down the difference between the initial concentration and there is a change in the concentration, so that I can write this is a naught minus this is in a concentration of A divided by, so this is a T. So from this I can write here concentration of A is equals to, so this T you can take this side, this is a k naught into T, and you will get that this is in a minus k naught into T, this is a plus this is a concentration of A naught, right? So this is just like a y is equals to, here it is in mx plus c, and if you plot a graph and you will get that this is in a negative slope is there, this negative slope m is equals to minus k naught. If you will plot a graph between the concentration of A versus its time y is equals to mx plus c, concentration of A you take on the y axis and the time is on x axis, so you will get a curve like this. This is having the negative slope m equals to minus k naught, and its intercept is equals to, that is in a concentration of initial concentration that equals to c naught by A naught. A naught is equals to, this is in a c, right? So this is another one. This is also another one we can write generally. So for completion of the reaction, so zero order reactions, if it is completed, then we can write down that here initial concentration, whatever change in the concentration x, it will be there, that all completely consumed. So if the reactions, zero order reaction is completed, if a reaction completed, if reaction completed, I can write if reaction is completion, so I can write there is an x will become as a m, and I can write this one is a simply, it's a so it's a concentration if x is equals to A, then I can write this is in a k is equals to, so this is a A by T, or I can write this is in for reaction completion there is a rate constant k is equals to A by T, or in some cases they will ask a time required for completion of the zero order reaction, T completion of the reaction. So T completion of the reaction, so that is equals to A by, here it is in K, or you can write this one as a A initial concentration as a A naught also, and the time required for completion of zero order reaction is equals to A by K initial concentration by its rate constant, that is in here it is in K naught, here also a K naught rate constant. So this time required for completion of the reaction is, this is it's a by K naught, or we can write this is if you will take initial concentration capital A naught, you will write this is a capital A naught divided by this is in here it is a K naught. Okay, and other one is here we have half life. So here half life is one, it will be there, this half life is nothing but the time required to complete the 50% of the reaction is it's a half life. Generally it is represented by a symbol T of, right? So this T of, the basic definition for the half life is the time required to complete the 50% of the reaction. That means the initial concentration has to be completed by it's a 50%, right? So if T is equals to, there is a T of then if x is equals to, it's the initial the change in the concentration has to complete. So if x is equals to, there is an a by 2, then there is a time required, t will become as it's a t of ma. So you can substitute in the simple rate constant for the zero order reaction. So here k naught is equals to x by t. X instead of x I can write down this is a first zero order rate constant equation. In this one you can substitute this x equals to a by t and t of so that means you will get this is an a by 2 and this t will become as a t of so from this one I can write this is an a by 2 t of right. So this is a simple rate constant, or I can write t of is equals to this is a divided by 2k naught. So this is a half life for the, it's a zero order reaction, t of is equals to a by 2k naught. From this one I can write that there is an t of is directly proportional to the its initial concentration. From this one it's a t of is directly proportional to the initial concentration of reactant. If you plot a graph between the its half life and its initial concentration, so t of is taking in the y-axis and initial concentration is taking on the x-axis, and you will get a straight line and it will be equals to the, so that is in a t of as well as this is the initial concentration, it's the slope m is equals to 1 by it is in a 2k naught is it's a simple slope. From this one also we can find out the rate constant, zero order rate constant, right. So this is a simple zero order reaction integrated rate equation.